Nah, I ain't know.
All right, we are back with the SOLC Network's Blue Rawls Parade of Stars telethon for Will Smith. And we have in the building, straight out of Locash's own comedian extraordinaire, Jovan Bibbs is here. What is up, my G? What you got on this?
Man, what's up, bro? What's up, man? What's up with y'all, man?
Hey, man, I said I'm not doing this whole thing unless we get Jovan on, man. I said I'm not doing it because there's too many things here that matter, and I'm going to get straight into it. I was watching your analysis of this as it was happening, yes. And I said, this is like watching a black-ass Tom Brokaw break down what's exactly happening on this stage right now. So I need to know. I need to know from you directly, man.
Okay.
What the hell is going on from the man, from the vantage point of the man on that stage?
So I think like Chris. So people say that Chris Rock he planned that. Like I honestly don't think he necessarily planned that. I think that just one of them filler jokes. Like you just kind of filling the room out. Jada had a low haircut. G.I. Jane too. That was an easy like little go to. But I think it was some underlying with that, man. Being that okay, I saw his apology today. He was saying that Jada had alopecia. I never knew she had alopecia. I'm like, I don't know Jada Pinkett and them, no. I'm sure Chris Rock, he wasn't doing nothing to be malicious. I'll say that. Chris Rock, but in the same respect, like Will, I know he might be tired of the everybody kind of getting at him on their level. And like it is like almost kind of testing you, like basically like if I'm sitting in the front row and you always saying something about me, and I don't know if they've had a convo like, hey, kind of ease up on talking about me and my wife. I don't know because they seem like they have a personal relationship. I've seen pictures with them together online and stuff. And I know just because everybody's in the same field doesn't mean that everybody is cool. So, but at the same time, I'm not taking pictures with people on the regular that I don't mess with. It's people I don't mess with that you probably would never see me a picture with them because I'm not going to put myself in a position to be, hey, take a picture with this person. I'm not going to do that. So in their case, I just think it was like Will might have been dealing with some shit. And Chris Rock, I don't think he meant anything by it. I think he was caught off guard. I think Will was wrong by the way he handled that, being that, okay, and you go to a comedy show, if somebody just, okay, say for instance, your wife's sitting down and she had little legs or something, and she got her legs crossed right by the stage. And then somebody say, oh man, I see you with these little ass legs. And then the dude like, hey man, but the girl got on jeans, so you don't know why her legs little. Dude like, hey man, my wife got fake legs, and then he come up there and slap you in your face. It's like, damn, like I didn't like you had a comedy show. I didn't know your wife's legs was little because they was made out of broomsticks. Like I didn't know that I didn't know your wife's legs. I didn't know that's why they was little, but you came up and slapped me in my face. Now we on something else. This happened at a comedy show. I'm just saying if it happened. So I think in Chris Rock's defense, he didn't know that Jada Pinkett had no alopecia. So just making a G.I. Jane joke, nothing malicious about that. I think Will used the opportunity. I think he just did it the wrong way, man. I think like, me, if I'm on something like that with you, if you disrespect my old lady and I'm like, okay, this how I am. I'm gonna catch you off stage in the back on some, hey, come here real fast. I'm talking about man to man on some, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel. Now, wherever we go from there, I'm not gonna come up and just straight up assault you and put my hands on you, because especially if I know you, because I want to give you an opportunity to let me know like what's up, where we coming from right now. You know what I'm saying? Where we finna go, because we go there. But yeah, so I do think Will was in the wrong when it came to the way he handled it. Will know he was in the wrong. That's why he apologized today. So that's what I heard. Some females is like, Will did the right thing. He was defending his. So I'm like, okay, now if you think every man should jump out here, and this ain't about no, people could be like, oh, you just a soft ass. Look here, man, that kind of stuff don't bother me. But I'm gonna say this: anybody know me know I don't play. So it's like if you disrespect my lady, I'm gonna get at you. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. But you can't really act on emotion at all times. Being that, let's just say, for instance, we at a comedy show, or you just out somewhere and somebody say something that your woman just get offended by, but this person really didn't mean to offend your woman, and you go up and you bow, you slap the motherfucker in his face. and the motherfucker pull out a gun and blow your brains out right there on the spot. Or these same women gonna say, the ones that saying like Will Smith did the right thing, your man get his brains blown out from using his emotions and not being able to control himself. Did he do the right thing by getting his brains blown out? No, he didn't. You would be like, you be wishing, well, shit, I wish you be wishing he would have handled that shit differently. But so I'm just saying, it's ways to handle things. I wouldn't handle it that way. But like I say, if he got to go anywhere, I'll be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? From, defending my woman, but I just ain't gonna holler. I just ain't gonna slap nobody on, just slap him for a joke. We gotta get stuff straight first. Now, if he meant it that way, hey, we can go there. But yeah,
so Jovan, Chris Rock is getting ready to go on tour. He's supposed to go on tour starting this week. Like, right. How do you, as a comedian, take this and make it work in your favor?
Ooh, bruh. When I tell you, Chris Rock is so brilliant to where, and I'm gonna say I applaud Chris Rock for just him being able to keep his composure. He laughed like, dude, what he said afterwards, Chris Rock being Chris Rock, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me, or something he said like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
that was funny as hell. It was funny, bro. It was like, because the fact that you said that, it's like, damn, you acknowledging what people saw, and that's just the real of it, and you being yourself. So I think with Chris Rock going on tour, bro, Chris Rock gonna continue to be brilliant. This ain't nothing but more material to use, on the road. Now, I would say he might want to shy away from making Jada and Will the butt of the joke, because being it's such a, right now, it's kind of like, you can be classy about it and talk about it, about just getting the shit slapped out of you. How many of y'all got the switch out of, how many of y'all in here got the shit slapped out of you this week? Like, just something silly like that, and
in front of 500 million people.
Yeah, bro. And or just the fact that Chris Rock can easily come out and say, I know y'all watch the Oscars. Yeah, that motherfucker slapped me. So and he can go past, like, Chris Rock's so brilliant, dog. I know he can play off of that. So Chris ain't gonna have no trouble. I don't think we're gonna have no trouble either. I think this is something that happened, and both parties have, from what I've read online, apologized. And with them apologizing, I think that's just what it is, man. Just like a disagreement between some people that know each other. We just happen to see it because it's two famous people, two famous people.
Because he decided to take out the Dolomite hand on national TV.
Ooh.
And cock that thing back on him.
Matt, but the hand, now trip off this though. Now I'm gonna say this, and in retro to the smack, that probably was one of the most best, classiest slaps that we've ever seen on TV, being that we really did not know. We got people arguing like that wasn't a real slap. Yes, it was a real slap. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. People, like, I've argued with people like that there was a real slap. I'm like, I wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't know. It was kind of fast. Let me see it again. I looked at the thing about 10 times, man, just to look at the slap. Like, I don't know if he slapped him for real. So even right now, I'm gonna go with he slapped him for real because people apologizing. And if you slap somebody for real, you might apologize. If you didn't slap him for real, you ain't gonna apologize.
So if you saw that, Jovan, him walking up, you happen to be in the Oscars, you doing your thing, and Omari Hardwick from Power walks up because you talked about Power bad.
Omari, hey man, you know what's crazy? That's my cousin's cousin. But
really?
Yeah, man.
Okay, well, let's use somebody else then. I don't want to use your cousin's cousin.
Yeah, my cousin Angelique, that's her first cousin. Yeah.
Let's say the little dude from Power. No, I guess I wouldn't even do that. The little
I don't even watch Power, so whoever you say, I'm gonna just be like, okay.
Well, no, not Power. Let's just say the dude from Snowfall. He walking up on you because you talking about British actors playing American actors. Let's say you did a joke about that.
I thought you was gonna say Jerome. I was gonna be like, I'm cool on Jerome. Like, yeah, give me somebody small. Somebody.
That's what I said. Do you think you get enough time to react and know something's gonna happen as a comic and you're on stage? Do you think you had time?
You on stage, you making a joke about cats remaking other people's shows. This new little Will Smith on this Bel Air gonna start slapping comics too. I wish you would come up here and try to act like big Will Smith.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Like at a comedy show, and so in defense of Chris Rock, I was like, Chris Rock probably was just shocked that, like, I'm trying to like think of people like, man, he should have did this, he should have did that. I'm like, man, look, this man hosting the Oscars. He probably wasn't even thinking in his mind like
that this dude finna really run up on me.
Yeah, he look, he see Will Smith walking up. He don't know what's gonna happen, and he got slapped. And some people, I was talking just a minute ago on another podcast, and I'm like, telling like me and this other guy on there, he was asking me like, I'm telling him like, Chris Rock was caught off guard. You know,
100%.
Situation. He like, man, where you from? Where you grew up at? I'm like, okay, first off, I grew up on Goodfellow and Lily and in North County, but that don't matter. Like, what they got to do with me saying Chris Rock was caught off guard? Like, so everybody talk about what they would have done. Man, I would have. So I think as a comic in that setting, I get it in a comedian in a comedy club setting. It's always that it's a possibility for something to go. So my swivel gonna be a little different than it would be at the Oscars. At the Oscars, you a little more, it's suits, you laid back, it's classy. Comedy club, somebody come up and do that to me at a comedy club, show over with. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Man, put his hands on me, especially at a comedy club, anywhere for real. My plan is to try to stomp your ears together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to look. I'm gonna try to make sure that you don't like that you got the right one actually, because you thought you had the one that was gonna be a pushover because somebody a comedian. But you know, I'm from St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. You know, so you know, just understand that. So that like that's where I would go with it. Like you put your hands on me, it's different ballpark, different ball game. We ain't in comedy no more.
So one of my last questions for you, Jovan, is me and Matt always talk about how Jada Pinkett is Michael Myers to Will Smith, as she, you know, just getting him in this shit. Do you think that that's a possibility, or are we just to understand the dynamics, or what is kind of your thoughts on it?
I think they have their own situation, man, and it just been working for them. And I mean, would you saying she's Michael Myers to Will Smith? What are we saying?
So she's Michael Myers to him because she keep coming back with all these sequels, and it keep being more beef that Will keep finding himself in for some stuff that she done, and she just be sitting there and she be the same character in each one of them. That's how she end up, and she keep on causing him to be the cat running down the hallway trying to get away from the beef that she bringing him into. Because Will don't really be starting a whole lot of this until last night.
Right, but you know, when you with somebody, and you know, like he with her, this ain't nothing new for them, man. You know, a lot of stuff that they've been going through, yeah, we see it on TV. But think about the stuff that they've been going through, but that we don't know about, like any other couple. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that this is nothing new for them. You know, like this ain't nothing new. This just on TV. You know, I think Will Smith said that about racism. Like, it ain't like racism has gotten worse, it's just getting filmed more. So I just feel like the same thing goes with their relationship. Like it would with any of our relationships, if we were on in the public eye all the time, and you know, they was able to kind of just see you at your most vulnerable moments. Some people can make a story out of that at any given time if we were that famous. But being it is Will and Jada, moments like this are always gonna stand out. I'm trying to think. I remember back in the day, man, I had to you know what? I didn't grab dude up, but like I almost got into a fight with somebody for doing something stupid to one of my exes, you know what I'm saying, while we was out. So think if that would have been on, if I was as famous as a Will Smith or something, that would have been on camera. And then all of a sudden, maybe some years later, me and the same person are together, and then you might see me arguing or something like that, and then it's like, oh man, they always having. It's like we just like any other couple. I think Will and them is like any other couple. But it just that they stuff is entertainment to us, to a lot of people, not to us, not to me. I don't really care. I don't care nothing about what's going on in their household and nothing. But I think with them, everything is on camera, so it's like magnified to the public. So that's all. I think I don't think Jada no different than anybody else. I mean, everybody different, of course, but I'm just saying I don't think like Jada Pinkett is an alien and then everybody else is just normal. You know.
Well, man, Jovan, I hope that don't nobody get no slick ideas with you, man, to try to hit the stage on you. I don't think that that'd be a good idea like that. But you know,
even before you go, what's the crazy thing you seen like that, Jovan, where somebody ran up on somebody on stage?
Dude, honestly, man, what have I seen before, bro? I done seen some wild stuff before. Um, it's funny we even talking about this. I saw something in Miami. I won't use any names because at this point, and the only reason I'm gonna tell this story is I just told it on another podcast. Damn, Jesse Taylor put me on the spot. So we were in Miami taping a comedy show.
Yep, I remember when you went down there.
Yeah, so it was called I don't want to say what it's called. But anyway, so
I know. I remember.
It
Look, long term, straight out Locash listeners know when you was on there what it is.
it was called Comedy After Dark. Now, I didn't want to say that just because I don't want to like feel like I'm incriminating nobody and nothing like that or reopening old wounds. But fuck it, it don't matter. So it was a point in time where on this show, like we had the rapper Trina, Jenna Jameson, the porn star. The chick, I think her name was Rosa Acosta.
Yeah,
Rosa Parks.
Vita Guerrera, huh?
Rosa Parks.
No, none of Rosa Parks. But I think it might have been. Was it Vita Guerrera? It was somebody else, man. That wasn't Vita Guerrera. Anyway, those were that. So the theme of the show was we're gonna have these beautiful ladies bring us out to the stage as comics. So Jenna Jameson brought out a comic, but she said his name wrong. And when she said his name wrong, mind you, this is getting taped. So this comic was like on some. He got on stage and really went in on her. When he went in on her, she got back on the mic because with the host, they were like in the audience somewhere, but they had a microphone. So when he got out on stage, he was like, basically like you said my name wrong and was going in on her. And then she said something back to him, and this comic was like, how you gonna be sensitive and you suck dick for a living? Like he told the porn star that. So she got real butthurt, but we didn't know that the porn star was, I guess, cool or something was going on with her and one of the guys from the show, maybe the producer of the show. So after the show, me and a bunch of comics, man, me, Howie Bell, Marcus Combs, we were kind of like standing over in the area, and the producer of the show. Now this after the show though, so we were outside of this spot in Miami, and the producer of the show, we see a big guy walking in front of the producer from the show. And the producer of the show, he ain't no small dude. He about like, I'm 6'2". He like 6'4". He definitely about 6'3", 6. He taller than me, I know that. And so he's walking behind this other tall dude. The comic that was on stage going back and forth with Jenna Jameson was standing in front of me and two other comics. Standing like, I ain't gonna say in front, but like a little distance away, maybe about 5-6 feet away. So with that happening, we saw the producer, he walking behind this tall dude. The tall dude move out the way, and then the producer is him in the comic that was on stage arguing. They face to face. It's the producer of the show, and it's that comic. The producer cocked back and BOW! Stole the comic in the face, in the jaw. He stole him, hit him with the right. BOW! And he caught him on the left side of his face because the way he was standing. Caught him on the left side, boom. And like hit him hard. And then the producer of the show ran off and jumped in his Mercedes Benz. And like the comic that got stole, when I tell you, bro, he got a chin. He got stole and was like standing there. You know what I'm saying? He said, "What the fuck?" That's what he said. After getting punched like that. Now, me, if I get punched like that, I might be woozy. I'm gonna say, I don't know. I can't tell you what would have happened to me. A lot of people would have liked to have said, "Man, I would have had to jump in there and whoop that dude ass." No, you don't know because this dude, he got hit hard. And so the producer of the show jumped in the Mercedes Benz, drove off. Mind you, it's all comics there, man. At this point, you're talking about Michael Blackson. It was a lot of like comics that are doing very well for themselves now. We're at this show, so I would say that's probably one of the wildest things I've seen. As far as I've seen a producer from the producer of the show who had millions punch a comic because the comic went in on a porn star, and I guess the producer didn't. He didn't like it, for whatever reason. So,
well, man, I hope the streets are safe for comedians on the other side of this. I've seen a couple comedians already express their concerns about what this means for them. I said that sounds like a personal problem to me. I think if you was all right yesterday, you'll be okay today.
See that's what I think with comedies now. Every comic want to say, and I even made a post yesterday. I said I couldn't get slapped and keep working, but it's just a little silly joke. But I'm saying like. Everybody ain't no tough guy. Everybody, I think everybody in the back of their mind be feeling like, they can fight. So I'm gonna tell you this. I use this analogy. Can right now you go out and play basketball and be effective on in a real basketball game and like do your thing and look good? Do you think you would look good in a real basketball game right now, Daryl?
No.
Matt, right now when you look real,
I'm going to the knee doctor on Wednesday. Absolutely not. I look like Robert Parrish, paraplegic Roger Parrish right now.
Okay, so we all know that fighting is a sport, right? Boxing is a sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So everybody that think they can fight, everybody think they can fight. Like, oh, I can get out here like you gonna throw hands, like you gonna box. You're not a boxer, first off. You know, you can't fight. Now you can defend yourself. You know, everybody can attempt to, you know, you can punch back, but I think people need to quit promoting like they just out here fighting. Ain't nobody out here that good at fighting. Ain't nobody. If you're not a boxer or a UFC fighter, you can't fight. Period.
It be cats out here talking like they be walking the streets like we playing Streets of Rage. Like they just be picking up trash cans, throwing cats.
Come on, bro.
They take it easy, bro. This ain't you.
That boy said Streets of Rage. Hey man, no, but I'm saying that's the truth though. Everybody think they can fight until you gotta fight.
Hey, here's the only thing I say about it is that if I just gotta fight because somebody just walks up to me on the street and they feel a way about it, you might catch me off guard. Chris Rock might be able to scrap. He got caught off guard last night. Now, here's the thing about it when I look at it, is that Will has some initiative. Now, if you tell me that I got to have some initiative to fight, like somebody threatening my mom's and my wife or something like that, them knees probably going to get enough adrenaline in them that I'm going to be able to get through at least 15 to 20 seconds. Now, I ain't finna be out here fighting no prize fighting rounds and doing nothing like that, but you can at least get through a little bit if you just got a little bit of knowledge and you ever been in some fights in your life. But everybody today was at the absolute toughest I've ever seen in my life. And I'm just like, all right, this is going to stop. This is going to stop right now. You women, you going to stop telling me and men about the fact that, oh, you got to defend me and all this shit like you dating fucking Bruce Wayne or something. And then on the other side of that, men, you're going to stop talking about all of this. If he would have rolled up on me, I would have. Stop that. Don't do that.
I'm talking about everybody is doing it. If that was me, first off, you never going to host the Oscars. Or you never going to present an award at the Oscars. Let's get that out the way right now.
Let's move that first and foremost. Let's say something else, though. Let's say something else, though, Jovan, because this is the part that people haven't brought up in this whole thing. Most people have never done anything in front of a crowd and know what it's like to see a big crowd and you talking to that many people at once. I've done it. You've done it. Daryl, you've done it. But it's different when you're in front of a crowd and when you're trying to really take in all of your senses when you're in that environment.
Bruh. So I just talked to a gentleman on the last podcast. It was, this was live on Facebook. And me and him, we was like kind of debating because he was like, no, I don't care what it was. If somebody slapped me, man, where you grow up at asking me that? I'm thinking like, okay, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but that's fine. I grew up on Goodfellow, Lillian, and in North County. So what we talking about? What they got to do with anything? It don't matter.
Hey, you was on Real Niggas Records podcast before this.
Come on, man.
But you gotta think about but Chris Rock from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So I mean, it's not like he no punk.
Man, that's what I'm saying though. So my thing is everybody, like Matt, you said it, man. Everybody, this is probably one of y'all said that this is the toughest that everybody is tough today. You're talking about basically Will Smith. If he woulda, look here, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If Will Smith slapped me in my face, I'm falling out. And that's just, don't help me up. Don't do nothing. I need a helicopter to come get me. I don't want no regular ambulance. Get a helicopter to come get me if Will Smith slapped me in my face. I'm falling. I'm saying I'm not at the point in my life where I cannot press charges on. I'm just saying. So anybody saying if Will Smith, if he smacked you and you fought him back, he
slapped me, I'm going down, baby. I'm laid out. Matter of fact, I might be in the coma. I'm not sure, depending on what I want to do.
Well, Jovan, thank you for joining us on this Lou Rawls telethon, man. Where can people hit you up at, man?
Man, you can. I got my ad on the screen at Jovan Bibbs on Instagram. And, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, same thing, man. Yeah, so just been grinding it out still, man. I'm still out here. So
You got
check
the
me
show
out.
coming up. Pump your show real quick coming up.
I got a show April 9th at the Kirkwood Theater. You know, there's a bunch of funny comics on the show, man. This is our first time doing the Kirkwood Theater. It starts at 8:00. Check it. I'm gonna post a flyer on my page. I'm stuttering like what's his name, Pepe the Pig. So I'm gonna post a flyer on my page. Go on my page, look at it, and we go from there.
All right, cool. Thank you, Jovan, for just coming in, bro.
No problem, bro. No problem, man.
All
right, bro. Well, I'm gonna see y'all, man. Y'all boys be cool, and we're gonna hash it out again.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, bro.